Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and I sure didn't think that sharing a Reddit price post, that would be the platform Reddit, and a price post from David Schwartz from 6 years ago was going to cause so many emotional comments. More than 300 and counting, and it hasn't even been 24 hours. Many fell into this sentiment here that I had burst the XRP holders' bubble. This video is going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to have a conversation, and I'm going to first start out with one of those comments that I received. It goes as this. Hey, Eddie, I remember you once interviewed Quincy, and he said he's not touching his XRP because XRP's value could go as high as the value that is moved using the currency. At that time, it seemed like you agreed. Well, I think anything is possible, to be honest. Currently, XRP is only moving billions. And now remember, the daily FX market is 6 trillion traded daily. So it really is all about adoption, right? This person said that the viewers should understand that at that time, Ripple was hiding the potential of the XRP price. They didn't want it to go to retail. Well, things have changed, and you just shook out those who haven't done their due diligence. I'm also wondering why I would play devil's advocate. Well, this is a very interesting comment because first, XRP originally was going to be a peer-to-peer solution. And then Ripple, the company, shifted their focus to banks, and the banks didn't adopt. So they shifted to the MSPs, that's the money service providers. And this is because they had the digital wallets, they were taking on the QR codes, they had payment apps, and it was just booming. That sector was booming. They were hitting a certain segment of the payments flow that the banks didn't want to deal with. And then it was Ripple that received that quick adoption, especially in Southeast Asia. And we're talking about 2018, 19, 20, and then especially when we went into the lockdowns. So they have always needed the retail investor to help build liquidity. And they needed it early on because the institutional investors, they were just watching the regulations from the sidelines. Spring launched, and Spring, which is now called Ripple X, it was created to build out the retail use cases. Why? ODL, the on-demand liquidity that uses the digital asset XRP as a bridge. I really am a person who's not talked about price much. I'm a swing trader, for one. I have gone in and out of XRP multiple times since 2017. It's been a great digital asset for me in swing trading. The moon girl, I am not. And the Ripple fan girl, I am not. And I got a few of those different comments too, that I'm paid by Ripple, which is really hysterical because if you only knew, I believe that the retail use cases will eventually be the driving value more than ODL. That's just my opinion. And I've always felt that way. And I've always been a lover of the XRP ledger. Ripple is just frosting on the cake for me. There's a lot of activity in the world of XRP pricing now. Do I believe that David Schwartz had it right when he gave those indications of $2, 20, and 120? Or do I lean towards this $122,000 valuation? What I'm talking about is this brand new model of XRP valuation coming from the, oh, help me out, what's the name of the group? It's called the Confidential Committee. Even talking about this, I'm going to be accused of spreading hopium. So the first of these XRP value calculations is called the collateralization model, and there is a video that goes with it. Like I said, it puts a valuation of each XRP at 122 $1,000 and some change. You can call it some change when it's that high. What I'm waiting on is for Bob Way. He wants to write something really profound about this. We're going to have to wait because when he saw this, it was his Saturday evening and he was busy doing some other important things. So he's going to leave it as a placeholder, and we are free to speculate on what he's going to say. Well, let me just kind of briefly go over what drives price. Let's just go over some of the basics. The price of cryptocurrency traded on the open market is impacted by several factors, including supply and demand. That's a major component. And so just like any other asset, the price of cryptocurrency is determined by the laws of supply and demand. If there's a high demand for the cryptocurrency, the price will increase. And if there's a low demand, the price will decrease. It's kind of simple, but boy, is it true. The overall sentiment of the market can also impact the price of cryptocurrency. Positive sentiment can drive the price up, while negative sentiment can drive them down. And then we have news and announcements. Now, what's really funny is XRP is just not impacted at all with news and announcements. I think because there's just so much news and announcements, it seems to be falling on deaf ears. There are some, as of late, that have been impacted by news and announcement. Gala is one. Matic, which is Polygon, is another. So positive news, such as a new partnership or a major company investing in the cryptocurrency, can drive that price up, while negative news, such as a hack or a regulatory crackdown, can drive the price down. Although, I don't know, we saw some problems with some negative news about Solana, and Solana keeps rebounding. So just take this with a grain of salt. The next is regulations. And yes, government regulations and policies can also play an important role in determining the price of cryptocurrency. Boy, I remember early on in like 2017 and 18, these kinds of regulations, whether it was China or India talking, it did have a big impact. And again, now, today, I think the market is getting very used to these crazy announcements, statements, and actions being taken because we just don't see the same sort of response. One of the biggest responses I can remember, and I think it was, I'm going to get my years mixed up, it was when Jamie Dimon first spoke out against Bitcoin. Wow, did he affect the price? I mean, it was an instant falling off the cliff when he said that. Now he can say the things that he did in Davos, and Bitcoin just goes up. So that no longer is affecting crypto. And then market manipulation. Unfortunately, market manipulation is another factor that can impact the price of cryptocurrencies. Yeah, and we are still a very nascent industry with a lot of whales and a lot of whales making making their moves. Some traders and investors may use unethical methods such as wash trading. Yeah, that has improved in the space, but I'm sure it still is there. And spoofing to artificially inflate and deflate the price of cryptocurrency, that is done when people will spoof an order book and make things look positive or negative, and pull out just before that is going to execute. So yeah, the spoofing, yep, it sure is part of the manipulation. And what else do I have here? Oh, the technology advancements. Yeah, there's sometimes advancements made. Think about Ethereum when they executed the merge properly. There was a lot of positive anticipation prior, but when the actual merge happened, we didn't really see a whole lot of price action. Same with Bitcoin when it did its upgrade with Taproot. I don't remember it having really any impactful change on the price. So at the end of the day, what really drives the price in crypto is Bitcoin. It's widely considered to be the bellwether for the overall market. When BTC goes up or down, the entire market moves in tandem. And finally, we know Bitcoin is so often correlated to the traditional markets, affected by many of the same macroeconomic and geopolitical factors. For example, interest rates, global economic growth, and yes, what the Fed is doing. Is the Fed tightening or are they easing? What are they doing with that money printer? This single action has had the most impact across all the markets. All right, everybody, we're jumping to the fluff. Yes, I want to say Happy Lunar New Year to everybody who celebrates the New Year today. This is the Tokyo Tower in the skyline, and it's usually this orange color. But for the Lunar New Year, it's been lit up in red tonight, and it's really beautiful. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.